Hello and welcome to Fallout New Vegas Part 30. So today's going to be a bit of an exploring around just so we can check out some more things, because I realized we're actually pretty close to the end of this. There's a good chance we may actually finish this run of the game by the end of December. But I have been formulating some plans for when we do finish it, so that should be exciting. Anyway, I hope everyone is going well, and I'll bring you all up. Oh, no I won't, I'll click the wrong button entirely. That's also always an option. And hello Nick, Dropper and Revered as well. How are you all going? Also Barry, of course. I hope everyone's going well. Let's open up our lovely New Vegas and get in there. The song seemed fitting today, Drawber. It's so hit and miss with that, I love it. It was very chill. Good to hear you're going good, Nick. Always ominous, Revered? Me? Ominous? No, totally not ominous at all. Alright, so where we left off. So, unfortunately, for anyone who is a fan of Raoul, we did realize last time that we cannot, in fact, use him as a companion because, did we go in that tent? I don't think we did. Because basically our entire quest with him is out of order because the NCR hate us. Well, the NCR have been hating us since the dawn of time, apparently. They just kind of keep forgetting. What should we use? I never use these throwing axes. That seems like fun. Ominous like my browser history. Don't worry. Well, no. Honestly, because I've been doing into some very heavy video. Oh, sleeping people. Okay. There! It's doing it again! No, that's just infamy. Okay, that's fine. Well, Veronica's out there. Because I've been doing some edits to videos for TikTok and stuff, I've ended up having to look up a bunch of pictures, and I googled Vault Boy images, and oh my god, some of the things that come up when you Google Vault Boy images, like, I know that it's the internet and that it's a filthy, filthy place, but it was very unexpected. Like, just some of it, I was like, ugh, and I'm like having to trawl through these images, and I'm like, Vault Boy, slightly disappointed, and they're like, here's some slightly disappointed Vault Boy, and I'm like, can he have more clothes, please? How do I Google that? And hello, Lemons, how's it going? Interesting fact. Excellent. Okay, so redeem interesting fact. Brilliant. Let me just cover this up. So, I do like today's interesting fact. It is another thing from history. So, in a sense, no, okay, Barry, Right, just murdered people for no reason. No. I didn't do anything. Veronica attacked them because they attacked us. So, oh, this one had a name. Does anyone know who Bert Gunderson was? And was he of importance? Frank Weathers. Oh my god, they all had names. Veronica, what did we just murder? You're complicit in this. Oh dear lord. Hello, Corvus. Lemons took the fact, Corvus. Lemons took your credit. And hello, Dad, makes sense. Such a good hard stream. Right out in the open. So, has anyone heard of the Barnes mystery? So this is a mystery that took place in the late 1800s in England. So we'll start with the first main character in this, and her name is Julia Martha Thomas. So, and the Jeff Cracker as well. Okay, before I get straight into the interesting fact, we'll do the Jeff Cracker because they tend to be fast, and I'm afraid I'll forget. So I'll get the Jeff Cracker really quick. So that's number 5 you wanted, Corvus? Okay, the Jeff Cracker. Yes, Nick, the Jeff Cracker gives you treats. They can vary from jokes to facts to me showing you something in the room. Today was a joke. God, this one's so lame. What has 4 wheels and flies? A garbage truck. Enjoy that fact. Enjoy that joke, Corvus. But I possibly did, Corvus. I possibly did. Oh, refugee. So, back to the interesting fact. Julia Martha Thomas. She was born in 1824, and she grew up to be a school teacher, and she ended up getting widowed twice during her life. By 1873, that was when her last husband died, and that was basically all her life was. It was pretty dull. She was middle class, but on the lower end of that, and all she really wanted to be, though, was rich, but she never was. She, couldn't marry up, and being a former school teacher, by the time the interesting fact sort of takes off for this, she's no longer one. She never could really achieve that. But what she would do is the thing that a lot of people like to do, where she would pretend to be rich. So while she did own a house, so her late husband had given her basically a 2-story semi-detached house in a sort of underpopulated area in England. And a semi-detached house is, if you've ever seen those buildings where they share a wall, like apartment buildings where they share a wall with one other building, like houses. So one wall was shared with another one, was basically what it was. So she had that, but she dressed up in very fancy clothing and wore jewelry, and she took a lot of trips, but she definitely wasn't rich. In fact, she was quite known for taking her trips because she would often disappear at weeks or months at a time. But her true love was wanting to seem rich. So what she really, really wanted was a servant. Because back in, the old days of England, what made you seem more rich than owning a servant? Unfortunately, she was a really poor person to work for. This music was a bit eerie. Because she basically was just kind of very particular about what she wanted. And hello, Generosity, how's it going? Oh, and Revered, you want the Jeff Cracker as well? Excellent. I'll get to the Jeff Cracker after I finish the fact. Otherwise, this will get a bit too interrupted for the fact. Talks and doesn't pay attention to her game and grabs useless stuff. I always grab useless stuff, Nick. It's money in lieu. So Generosity, not today. Today, I will start Lonesome Road next time I stream New Vegas. Because today's just going to be clearing some stuff out. Because I like to try and start the DLC on a weekend so I can get as much of it done in a weekend at a time. So yes, basically, what we'll do is we'll leave Julia Martha Thomas where she is. Currently, the year is 1879 for her, and she's looking for a servant. And what we're going to do is we're going to jump. This is different. Have I? Hang on a s.
Excuse me.
Did I?
Nothing around here.
Greetings.
Hi.
Pardon my enthusiasm. I'm not accustomed to meeting so many new people, but I find you fascinating. I've tried to learn as much as possible about the surface world since our community left our home.
Harowitz? I was the one who turned off the vents at Vault 34.
You? Did you redirect the power stream back to our section? We thought nobody would ever manage to
Oh, the
get
people
past
I
the
freed!
radiation and the ghouls. We owe you our freedom, Outlander. Please, if there's anything we can do for you.
Give me your Vault suits. I'm trying to seduce a lady. I could use a Vault trinket.
Of course. Please, take this. We carried as much useful technology as we could before our journey into the surface world.
You guys are going to die out there. How's the surface world treating you?
Leaders of this fine community have accepted us among them.
Oh no.
They give us food and protection from the outside. Some
They're going to be
people here
very...
seem extremely unhappy. They keep talking about getting shafted, swindled, and fucked. Apparently somebody did them ill. All the way inside the surface city with lights, the strip and Freeside they call it.
Generously, I do plan to attack the Legion, when I get the chance. So, it's not that I'm planning on attacking the NCI, it's just sort of that's how it's happened. I'm technically sided with the Legion. I'm not sure how the end game turns out. I know currently we're siding with them, but if I get a chance to turn on them, I 1000% will. As I believe only Jeff should rule the wasteland. As I said, I saved you from being trapped down in the vault.
Yes, I believe that, Outlander.
Okay, goodbye. Huh. Look, I'm not going to lie, everyone. I'm very, very tempted to take their vault suits. Pencil. Excellent. Like, very, very tempted. By turn, she means eat. 100% revered. 100%. By turn, I mean eat. So, back to the interesting fact. So we're on to Kate Webster. Now, Kate Webster was born in 1849. So she's born 25 years after our good friend Julia Thomas here. Oh, pencil. And now Kate's an interesting character. She likes larceny, so she likes stealing stuff as much as she possibly can. She was born in Ireland, and by 1864 she was put in jail. So she's about 15, so she's definitely heading down the criminal route. Once she gets out of jail, she moves to England by 1867. At 1868, she is now put back into jail in England because, well, she stole some stuff. Ooh. No, I can't take that. So, she's stolen some more stuff. In 1872, she's released, and in 1874, she goes back into jail. Just for fun. And then in 1875, after she's been released again, she gets arrested again for 36 charges of larceny. She gets 18 months in jail, and then she gets out. Then in 1877, she gets put back into jail again for even more. And by 1878, she does once again get out of jail. Fun thing is she had a lot of aliases when she was, because all through the years, even when she was out of jail, she was committing crimes the entire time. And she often used aliases like, her last name is Webster, the hard-hitting alias of Webb. Or she would go Gibb or Gibson. So, she was trying very, very hard to hide that identity there. And you might be wondering, didn't you say, I'm hoping I did say it, but she gave birth in 1874 to a child, right? And you may have noticed that after that, she went to jail a few more times. Well, she had a very good friend called Sarah Creese, who actually was looking after her son during the fact that, she spent most of her son's childhood in jail. Oh my god, we are going to have so many gosh dang pencils. And let me just grab this, and I can see chat going a little bit blur in my peripheral, so let me check that real quick. You're going to attack, okay, just heads up, next stream for Lonesome Road you'll get a large chance to attack both at once. Ooh, excellent. I wouldn't quite call it a spoiler, it's close revered, but it's okay. It's more of a warning than anything, so it doesn't quite tell me. But yeah, it would be close. Yeah, she gave birth in 1874. What is going on? Oh, hello, Silence. How are you going? Yes, it's mid-interesting fact. She gave birth. We're talking about a very old witch. No, so she gave birth, and basically, when she got out in 1878, her good friend had been looking after her child, and so she was like, that's great, I will do you a favor, which was fantastic, because in the following year of 1879, Sarah Creese got sick. Now, Sarah Creese was a charwoman. A charwoman, it was basically what you would call a maid today, in a way that they would be someone who'd come to your house and clean, just clean up stuff from your house and they'd go home. They didn't live with you. Whereas, in England, maids often would actually live in the house. So there was actually a difference. And basically, Sarah got sick, and our good friend Kate decided to fill in for her. And this was for a woman called Miss Loader. And Miss Loader was like, wow, you did such a fantastic job. I'm going to tell my very good friend Julia Thomas about you. Now, Julia Thomas was the lady we talked about before, who was a very picky master of servants, I guess you would call it. We're just going to do a quick save there. So basically today, guys, what we're doing is we're wandering around the wasteland trying to ping off a couple of different points, because I would like to try and get as many things as we possibly can. I'm going to hit there because that's always been a thing that I've wanted. Ha, Cass. And so she told Julia Thomas about Kate and was like, yeah, she does really great work. Do you want to hire her? And Julia, upon meeting Kate, was like, I don't need any references. You don't even have to tell me about your past. You, my dear, you just look stellar. You look absolutely fantastic. If you Google a picture of Kate Webster, I have never ever once in my life seen a picture of someone whose eyes looked more like they wanted to suck my soul out of my body. So I do not know why Julia met Kate and was like, golly gee, I trust you. But, she got employed. Very soon after being employed, they hated each other. They despised each other from dawn to dawn. Oh, hello, we've got more friends. Good boy, Rex. Let's take you out. So basically what Julia would do is she would follow Kate from room to room, telling Kate how incorrectly she cleaned everything, because that wouldn't be annoying. Kate Kate, who was described by the media at the time as a very robust, masculine woman, didn't take kindly to this. And so eventually, Julia started feeling very uncomfortable in her own home and tried to convince her friends to stay with her, as she didn't like being alone with her servant. Hello, Alexander. How are you going? Her eyes are... Yes, Lemons, her eyes are absolutely terrifying, aren't they? And so basically... After a while, obviously, Julia, who's meant to be like, you know, she's employing Kate, is like, I'm going to give you notice. You have to leave. And so this was on February 29th. So she's like, you will have to leave after this on the 2nd of March, which was a Sunday in that year. So that's fine, right? Because on this, the reason why she was going to leave on the Sunday, it's a half day for Kate. She gets the first morning off and then she has to come back to help Julia get ready for church. Oh no, the poor Braham. And so she does that, but Kate decides to go to the local pub and gets quite drunk. And then by the time she comes back, Julia is now late for church. When Julia does eventually get to church, she spends the entire time griping to everyone about how bad her servant is. She ends up leaving church early at 9 p.m., which I was like, at 9 p.m.? How long did you normally stay at church, woman? And she goes back home to Kate. Now, the two get into a quarrel because she's mad that she got late for church. And Kate, who, as we mentioned, spent most of her time going in and out of jail, was obviously like, I don't like this. I'm going to fight back. She decides to fight back with her. And she pushes Julia down the staircase. She, like, basically is described as throwing her all the way down. Julia starts to go scream, so Kate's like, I like this less, and strangles Julia to death. The neighbors, who you might recall I said shared a wall, did hear a loud thump, but thought nothing of it and assumed it must have been just a chair being pushed over. Where are you going, Rexy? But it was obviously not. Now, Kate is in a bit of a pickle here, because the thing is, she's now killed her employer. So she does the next logical thing. She decides to become a human blender and slice up as much of Julia as she possibly can. So she decapitates her, removes a foot, she cuts her open and takes all her insides out in an attempt to burn them. So now she has a large fire going and is trying to burn bits of Julia. The neighbors are obviously like, it's early in the morning, for some reason this person's burning stuff and everything smells foul. You would think that that would tip everyone off, wouldn't you? But you would be wrong, because it turns out it's a Monday, and often people would get up early on a Monday to start doing laundry, so they didn't think anything of it. Now, Kate ends up having a bit of an issue, though, because she can't, the things aren't burning. I don't know how much you guys know about burning human flesh, but it doesn't actually burn that easily. So she starts trying to shove everything into some bags, but the head and one of the feet won't fit in. So she ditches one of the feet in basically a landfill near her, and she buries the head. The head, funnily enough, would not be found for 131 years. And actually found because of Sir David Attenborough, oddly enough. Wow, we are knocking things off. So I'm just like having a looking at these little places here. Let's go here. But it gets even better, because now it is the 4th of March. So it's 2 days after the murder, and she has a smart idea on how to get rid of the rest of these remains. They are incredibly hardcore, yes. So basically she's gone, okay, what can I do? So she grabs one of the bags filled with body parts that she can hold by herself, and she goes to see some friends that she hasn't seen for 6 years. But don't worry, she's now dressed up in the fancy clothes of Julia's. And she introduces herself back to her old acquaintances who used to be neighbors, saying that she got married and widowed, and now she is Mrs. Thomas. So she has assumed the identity. Her and her old friends go to a pub to drink, providing her with an alibi, where she throws the bag of body parts into the river. She continues to drink, and while she's drinking, she talks to her friends, and she notices that they have a young, strappingly strong son. And she says, would he mind helping me move this large, heavy box I have at home to the train station? Anyone want to guess what's in the large, heavy box at home? So the boy obviously agrees because everyone's having a good time and a drunk, and he goes with her back to her house. Uh-oh, they're shooting at me. He goes with her back to her house, and as they're carrying this large box to the train station, she manages to push it into the river and somehow explains that away to him. And I desperately want to know how on earth she explained to him, oh, that's fine. I guess I didn't need what was ever in that large box. The river can have it now. Because he's fine with it. He doesn't think anything of it, and everything's, nice and merry. And Lemon's everyone's favorite gun right now. No. And so she does that. And for the next basically 2 weeks, well, she just pretends. Uh-oh, I am in trouble. She just pretends to be Julia Thomas and starts selling off belongings in the house bit by bit because she figures, like, why not? It's not like, Julia's coming back for it. The neighbors are a little bit suspicious, but again, as I said earlier, she was known for disappearing for weeks and days on end. So it's not too much to be concerned. That's until the 18th of March. What I'm looking for is my gun, by the way. There it is. I never use this. Until the 18th of March, where Kate has organized with a local businessman to sell all of Julia's belongings so that he can furnish his new pub. When he comes to pick up the belongings, the actual neighbor of Julia sees him taking stuff. No problem, Lemons. Have a good rest of your night. Or time zone, wherever you are. And so basically... Uh-oh, I'm crouching. The guy comes to collect the belongings. The actual neighbor says, who told you to do this? And he points at Kate and is like, Mrs. Thomas told me to. And so obviously Kate is like, oh no, the jig is totally up. I have to flee now. So she flees back to Ireland with her son. However, when the police go into her house, into, Julia Thomas's house, they find burnt fingertip bones, a bunch of basically congealed fat and that around the fireplace, and they also find a letter from Kate Webster to her family back home in Ireland, giving the address of where she is now fled. So she is very quickly arrested and brought back to England, where she ends up having a 6-day trial. Now, very clearly, everyone knows that she's guilty. There's no way she's not. And when the judge goes to say to her, what reason should I give you not to have the death sentence? She claims to be with child. At this point, the judge is like, okay, fine. And he gets a group of 12 women to form a jury for a quickening judgment. A quickening, basically, is when... It was the time when you could actually feel the baby kicking in the woman. And so he was like, if you are quickening, then that means you're with child, and we can't execute you. And the 12 women examined her and said she was not. But this then sparked a whole debate about when is conception? Because people were like, just because it's not at the quickening doesn't mean she's not without child. So it started a whole basically abortion debate back in like the late 1800s, which what the heck? Eventually, though, they did execute her in 1879 on July. They did actually do it, and she was one of the first of the people to actually experience the new long drop technique, which had been created by William Marwood just a little bit earlier. And thus was the end. I know Lemons is gone, but I hope the rest of you enjoyed the wonderful Barnes mystery fact. Okay. But yes, so she did end up going. But it was the reason, actually, oddly enough, it's called the Barnes Mysteries because when they did, I did miss an important detail here. After that big crate that she pushed over the bridge that the son was helping her carry, the next day, basically a co-worker found the box and thought it was treasure from a robbery, opened it up and found basically most of the corpse, which the local coroner was like, oh, it must have been somebody from like the universities digging up a cadaver or something like that, basically for dissection and stuff, for like that kind of practice. And so they buried it in the Barnes cemetery, and it was called the Barnes Mystery because no one knew who it actually was. So that's why it's actually called that. The long drop. Yes, the long drop, because there's actually 4 different methods of hanging a person, and one of them is the long drop. Okay, so we're just sort of there. Is there any area that anyone knows that is super duper exciting? Oh, hey! I've not been to Boulder City, but I'm vilified there. That should be fun. I mean, this won't end chaotically, will it at all? This will be perfectly fine. I'm sure that they'll love me there at Boulder City. Oh, Jeff Cracker, that's right, number 9. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, Ravid, you had the Jeff Cracker as well. Let me get that out. Okay. Oh my good lord. I'm so sorry, everyone. This one was put in at Barry's behest. It's explained shipping to everybody. So... fantastic. This is at Barry's behest. Let me save the game because I'll have to go on the big screen for this one. Don't worry everyone, we will keep playing this. This is such a chaotic start to the stream. I've like barely played the game. I've just been wandering around looting things. Shipping. So, it's very fitting. For those who have been waiting for the RimWorld fan fiction that you all community funded with your points, that is now on the Discord, by the way. So that's very fitting that this is what we got tonight. Okay. So, shipping. Shipping is a fun thing done by randoms like myself, who when watching some sort of media, they see two characters, or playing some sort of media, like this. Say you've got Mercy from Overwatch and Farah from Overwatch, and you see them, and you're like, I like both these characters, but this would be better if they kissed. And then that's basically shipping, because then you tell everyone else you know, and you're like, hey, have you heard about these two characters? They should be kissing right now. Don't you agree? And then the thing with shipping is you can give really good reasons, or you can just passionately scream somebody into submission about your shipping needs. And that's basically what shipping is. You don't really need a solid reason other than it makes you happy. There are, though, things called shipping wars, whereas you find someone who has a ship that directly negates or endangers your ship. At that point, you have to plan to assassinate that other person, as there can be no compromise on the shipping grounds. Anyway, let's get back to the game, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that explanation of what shipping is. Okay. Don't you love I just have like these pharmacy shoot the monument in Boulder City? Excellent. Okay, so is that where I'm headed now? Okay. Monument. Just with anything, or do I have to have like something powerful to shoot it with? Also, what will I know them? Is the train the monument? I'm guessing that's not. You can get Cleansing Flamer. It's a bright blue fire from the Silver Rush. Oh, that would be cool. Just with anything. Is this the monument? It looks cool. Boulder City, home of the Eagles. Are you still not pinging me? Come on. You know it when I see it? Okay. Rangers, give him hell. Come on, guys. Let's go find this monument that everyone's chatting about. Oh, is that it? It has candles. I thought something had happened there. Hello, are you a monument? Oh, hi! Don't worry, I'm already vilified. No. Hey, did you hurt Rex? Don't be doing that. For the Brotherhood? I feel like that is not for the Brotherhood. A big with names on it. Okay, so it is that big thing. So I was shooting it. Do I need to be maybe closer for it to... Let's take that as well. Why is everyone NCR in this game? It feels like when you go against the NCR, at least half, if not more of the game just gets cut off from you. Like, I never even met these people. We could have been quite fine friends. I guess, maybe. Like, that's probably a lie, isn't it? I would have turned on them all at the end. As I do everyone in this game. Rex, come here. I need you to carry stuff. I've made Jeff too fat again. Come here. And you can have all the really heavy items that I'm constantly carrying. Why? Why do I... You can have that. And take my fire bombs that I'm apparently never using. I really thought... Ooh, I can actually just combine a bunch of that as well. Hang on a sec. And... Oh god. Oh god! It's because of that perk we took, isn't it? I didn't realize that a chainsaw and a sledgehammer were counted so closely together. That's very, very interesting. God, no. Can you imagine if I melted down the mysterious strange or a light and shining darkness into a magnum? Like just a normal magnum? That's great. Okay, so back to shooting. Because I shoot the trooper in front of the monument. What are we wanting to happen to the monument? Do we just want me to shoot it lots? Hang on. Rex, give me... Oh, no, I didn't mean that, Rex. I didn't mean that. Where's my good gun? I swear I had a good one. Ooh, actually, I know what I'll do. Oh, that's right. He just does that anyway. Here. What I'll do is I will get this gun. Run. Oh, no. This is fine. Right. This is fine. Everyone's okay! The monument stands. Nothing happening because the man who's supposed to ask you what the hell you're doing is dead or gone. Oh! I see. The monument still stands. I see. Yes, the problem is that, because we are anti-NCR, it seems that every single person, well, is against us now. So we either have murdered them or they're going to be murdered because they don't talk to me. Like, the moment I see them, Veronica starts punching like this. Do you see what I mean? I didn't do anything there. Oh, can I talk to you? You're just cleaning. You're not running. Never mind. Never mind. Do you think we'll find any... I think tonight's goal is to find one place I haven't been yet where people are friendly to Jeff. You want me to try something, Generosity? Okay. What are we... Which... Because I've got a few that have a bit. I think the thing is, Nick, that it means that they're going to attack me, because she'll only attack if they're going to attack me. She should be on defensive. Because she's not doing it of her own free will. It's not like Veronica got super duper mad. I'd laugh if she was. Oh, wow. Good boy. Good cleanup, Rex. I mean, you're in my way now. God damn it. Rex? Rex, I need you to get out of here. Just going to eat this. Hang on. And let me check this other person. Oh my god, okay. Because if we talk to her, she's... Be passive.
I like this plan where you're the decoy.
Like, I can do that, but I don't... I suspect... Are you... There we are. There's nothing Talis can do? Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, we have upset everyone. The only thing I could do is if I were to say cheat and I guess change the reputation, but that was a really stupid locker. Now I'm glad we murdered everybody here. Veronica, go back to being aggressive.
Shoot me first.
Exactly. Now, could you... Thank you very much, dear. Well, we're going to eradicate the wastelands one town at a time. What a shame. I feel like there's so much in this game I've just cut away from. Because I've gone, hey everyone, let's... I think the thing is, if you do like a Legion run, like we've ended up doing, you kind of want to do everything else first. Like meet everyone else first, is what I've definitely learned here. And hold a hotkey, then go to ammo while holding hotkey, then go to ammo your gun is using, then let it go. Well, it will hotkey that ammo and you can use it for low ammo weapons. Ah, generosity. Okay. Yeah. No, I like the idea, but I do try to stay away from any sort of glitches like that give me a sort of unfair advantage. But thank you for mentioning it. That is neat. The other thing is I tend not to use a lot of guns. Generally, on saying that, I will take this out just for fun. Oh god. Just set him completely on fire. I love how I'm just gaining infamy. Do you think it ever stops gaining, or I can just have like super duper negative amounts? The lore of Boulder City, since you can't exactly learn it. Yes, Corvus, if you could give me some of the lore, that would be absolutely fantastic. I do want to replay New Vegas and definitely play it differently to what I've done. All right, hang on, everybody, hang on. Let's do this right. Let's do this correctly. And we'll take that. Thank you. Who? Which one, Veronica? Which one of us is the murderer there? Is Mojave Boogeyman? Oh, okay, that's the lowest I can go. She's not learning through eating their brains to gain their knowledge? Oh my god, Barry, if only that was my superpower. I would love to have that superpower. Oh gosh. Just consume a person, get all of their knowledge. Though you would end up with a lot of knowledge that you just didn't want. Tell Jessup the Great Khans are free to go. What? Who's Jessup? Who have I helped? I'm accidentally helping. I'm not against it. I'm just mildly surprised it occurred. Do you know what I mean? It's like, when did this happen? How? Ooh, bandolier armor. No, this is fine. Come on. Oh god, and now I've put mines everywhere that didn't go off. I thought that they would walk forward. Sometimes they do. How frustrating. I was looking forward to that going boom. Well, I guess I'll take my landmines back then, if you guys don't want to explode. That's fine. Ruin my fun, NCR. You do... Oh, hang on. We've got some more friends down here, everybody. They would like to come play with me now. That won't do anything. That's not... Have I killed anyone with a shovel? I don't think I have. Let's find out. I like to try every single weapon, you know, just to make sure that I've really... Hi. Oh!
Fuck Betty.
Never... Oh, hello. Private Admiral looks battered and bruised. He's tied up to Private Gilbert. Freeing one will free them both. Leave him tied for now. So, Khans, what's going on? You guys aren't attacking me. I assume that it did say that there was a specific person I want to talk to. Are they upstairs? I don't know what I've managed to walk into because I never started this.
Man, I'm sick of this place. Can't wait to get back to Red Rock.
Interesting. Lock, very easy. I'm fairly sure I just came in the other side of that. Why, hello. Leave it tied up for now. Well, I guess you guys can stay here. I don't know who you are, if I should be helping you. I have a shovel. I can help you dig your own grave. Yes, I have been, to the Big Empty. That was... Wait, isn't the Big Empty... Yes, the Big Empty is the, Old World Blues, isn't it? Which is fantastic. Let's take that. Oh, gosh. Okay, so does anyone know... I'm just gonna have a quick look at my quests here. I'm so surprised that... Tell Jessup the Great Khans are free to go. Who the heck is Jessup? Who's... Look. Okay. You know when you're just doing a quest and you end up helping when you had no idea who? Oh, well. Oh, oh no, that's exactly where we just were. We've just done a circle. I guess you guys can just stay in this standout, frozen forever in time, wondering when someone's going to do anything. Should we give her his... Okay. Oh, that's right. You guys mentioned a person there that I never ended up meeting, did I? Interesting. Okay. And I can't see... anyone there. Alrighty, well, short of murdering you all, I guess I should leave you there and continue on my merry exploring way. What a fun little adventure that was. Lakemead Cave. What is scavenger platform? Let's go here. Looks like Jessup is somewhere in that building with the Khans, according to Google. Really? Please tell me that I had a load. I did. Okay. After she meets him, should we then what? So he is somewhere with the Great Khans back here. Okay. So I just managed to like go through every other way. Please tell me I had a load. Right. The far door. I didn't bother to check.
Well,
Hi.
that courier Benny wasted back in Good Springs.
I am indeed, sir.
Dead.
I'm really not. I'm here. I'm a ghost here to haunt you. Ooh.
All right, quit fucking around. You survived and you tracked us down. What now?
Well, I ate Benny. Shall I? The troopers are all dead. You're free to go.
Yeah, that's a pretty piece of work. Makes me wonder why you turn on the NCR, especially when they had us cold.
To be fair, they
Yeah.
turned on me first.
Souvenir for you. It's Benny's lighter. Shove it up his ass when you catch up with him.
I want some more answers. Never mind.
Fine.
Folks have come to accept you for your helpful nature. Thanks, Great Khans. Neato. Oh, and you gave me dinner. Oh, that's brilliant. I like the Great Khans. I do like Dan Mason's comment there. Okay. And you had very little on you that I care about. Oh, was that your friend I just ate? Never mind. I'm not going to ask questions. It's fine. Never ask who you're eating. Just assume that it was meant to be. It's perfectly, totally legit and fine. All good. Hello. Hello. Pencils. Yes, even better gift. What wonderful people the Great Khans are. Much like Legion, they have fed me and provided me with loot I wanted specifically. Okay. Where are you going? I'm just going to hit a save, and now I guess I will... So, to meet this person that you guys are talking about, I would have to go back to the Old World Blues place, yes? If you like, I can travel there and try and meet him, since it's easy to go back and forth between the two. I would just have to tell my two companions to go back to their home, if that's something that you guys are like, yeah, we really want to see that. Because I'm just kind of currently walking around, exploring just points I haven't seen yet. Oh no, please don't hit Rex. Just taking out the Cazadors for me. He's in Lonesome Road. Okay, okay. So he's in Lonesome Road. All right, right. I didn't even go to the correct site. Oh, no, I did. What? Oh, because it's down there. Where is this scavenger platform? Is it out in the actual... Oh god, those crab people. Let me have a quick look. It looks like it's out here. I'm just gonna go for a swim. Let's go, everybody. Swim time. This is fine. Ah! There it is. Coming into view as we fade into the game. Let's go say hi to some scavengers, everybody. Okay. So here's a thing that I shall be meeting. Interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Oh no, there we go, going under again. Let's keep going. Hello, scavengers. Is there anything you'd like to give me? Can I... Oh. I think the scavengers are long gone. I'm getting that impression. Hi! Unless you guys are scavengers, but I severely doubt that. Wow! Go back to whence you came, indeed. Oh my good lord. That was... Okay. That was one way to deal with it, Jeff. Can I... How did I get onto that platform before? Was it a ladder? There we go. I think I might quickly put some stim packs on. Oh, actually, I'm gonna eat a bunch of stuff because, oh my god, I'm doing that again where I just, like, have all of the human meat on me. I want to carry it all, but the issue is that it just adds to the weight so much. Let's go, angry man. I have my companions. Oh, wow. Did Jeff just miss every single... This is fine. This is all good. Okay. There we go. The sound of an enemy. Oh, the lake lurkers? Yeah. 1 or 2 survivors will leave. Okay, fantastic. Oh, and now let me take the lake lurker meat, apparently. Right. So, not too much out for the scavengers, is there? Alright, Rex and Veronica, let's go. Where to next, my dears? I really wanted to go to that lake. It says it's this way? Off we go, swimming again. Rex just floating there. These guys must hate coming around with me. They must be so... just so over the constant taking them to weird places. But onwards we must go. Okay. I do like the gentle swimming. Fallout 4 doesn't have water monsters, do they? They just have, like, the typical things that we've got currently. They've not got, like, insane... They've not got, like, insane sharks or something. Because I remember when I was, like... I think it was Fallout 4 or something I was playing, and I got attacked by a crocodile, and it was the most terrifying thing, because I was not expecting it at all in the game. I do hope I'm actually taking us somewhere. I'm trying to find this cave entrance. I'm assuming it's water-based. I could be completely and utterly wrong, though. It was a good start, but bad ending being on that lake, I mean. Like, they would have had a good start on the lake, but just not being able to keep it. Yeah, with them when everything radiated. That would be the worst to be attacked. Like, you think you're perfectly safe, and then out of nowhere, those things appear? God, come on. Let's get to the boat, Jeff. At least if you touch the boat, we can always quick travel if we're not going anywhere near the thing that we want. Let's get into it. Okay, come on. Nope, alright. Maybe there's something in the boat. You never know. I do like how you always find some, like, weird stuff in this game. Okay, I'm thinking maybe the cave entrance is just around this corner here? There's a Fallout 4 car mod. It's very horrible and was poorly made, but Fallout New Vegas, a game made in 2011, I think, has amazing, fully functional, well-made car mod. Oh, does it really? Oh, that would be neat. Like, I would love... Like, one day I would love to play these games and actually mod them, because I play them basically in their purest form as I can now, but I would love to see what they're like modded. Like, so I follow a streamer called Leo Fox who mods everything, and he makes them amazing, but he often does, like, he adds some really cool stuff, and I've seen some very cool things he's added. So I'd be very interested to see what, like, a car mod would be. I'll have to ask him if he's ever done the car mod, actually. Because that would be very cool. Because I know he does, like, a lot of textures and stuff like that. And he had, like, a portable bed. But I don't think I've seen a car on it. Let's just remove that. Okay, so where is this cave? Does anybody gosh dang know? I'm not desperate for the cave, so I can come back to it another time if I have to. Right. I'll leave that for now because I don't know where it is. Guardian Peak and Camp Guardian. Do you think they will be friendly to us if we come to them? Probably not, right? Oh, Bitter Springs! We're hated there as well. What an absolute shock for us. Oh, no one's attacking. What a lovely surprise. I feel kind of bad for Barry tonight with all the things he's going to have to count being murdered as we slowly fight our way through the wasteland. Oh, no one's mad? No one wants to attack Jeff? No? Okay, well then I guess I'll just turn around here. I'll just go down here and find more life forms. All these trailer parks and things that apparently exist. Out of curiosity, what is the weirdest mod you guys have ever seen in a game? It doesn't have to be like New Vegas, but just in any game. What is the weirdest mod you've seen someone put? I know that Drawer showed me in Dark Souls, someone had put like the Among Us people as enemies, which was hilarious. Though I think the flying train in Skyrim is probably the weirdest mod I've ever seen. The cave entrance was underwater? Okay, so it was underwater. Does anyone know if the cave's worth going? Don't ask, just trust. Is this... There we are. We've pinged the new place. Is anyone here wanting to murder me? No? What, you've all just vacated the area? Am I of no interest to you NPCs? Does nobody wish to die today? Come on. Someone has to exist. There has to be, like... Surely I haven't extinguished all life in the wasteland. There'll come a time that Jeff just turns around and is like, gosh, things got boring here after I murdered and ate everyone, didn't it? Oh. Okay, well, we've got pencils, everyone, so this is a win in my books. No, it's not a win. This is a crash. So the game is crashing. It's not letting me do anything. I know Horrible One, there was so much 30 plus 4. Like Rule 34, a few weeks back I saw a video of a speedrun to eat a baby in Fallout 3, which required a mod to let you eat the baby. Oh god. That sounds absolutely hilarious. I'm very curious, Generosity, about the ones you're talking about. Let me just restart our lovely, Fallout game here. Come on, let's try you again, Fallout. Let's see if you want to play ball. No? You're being weird about this? You don't want to die gracefully? How about if I do that? Oh god, okay. I've actually gone into, like, the task manager and I'm trying to kill it from that. It's not liking this. It's like, no. There we go, okay. Dear Lord. It was not a happy camper about that. It did not want to go. It was like, no, don't take me into the... It's like that Monty Python sketch, Bring Out Your Dead, and the game's just like, I'm not dead. I'm not dead yet. It's like, you're dead, game. You're dead. You will be soon. I can devote all my attention to stream. What were your duties, Corvus? Oh, actually, Corvus, also, how was your D&D? It was D&D, right? I know you're DMing something. I'm assuming it was D&D. Oh, that now you're murder crabs in Skyrim? Were those just very tough crabs, or they'd actually scream that? Generously, everything was just so big. The session 5 went well. Excellent. That's always good to hear. Let's see where we... Oh, good. Yes. Excellent, guys. We have... I know that you were all there and you were all biting your nails on the edge of your seats or beds or wherever you're watching this from. Or, you know, studies. Oh, God. Okay. Something died. And you were all like, oh, no. Talos. The pencils. They're gone. But no, don't worry. The load has saved us, and unlike Fallout 3, the crashes aren't as bad. You don't lose everything when it crashes. Ah, sweet, sweet lead. How I love thee. Fantastic. Oh, no, let them be. That's so cute. They're just squeaking that. Okay, never mind. They want to die. Okay, that's fine. I mean, look, I'm sorry. You're cute, but you asked for death then. You literally jumped at us. That's not my fault. I didn't set that up. I would be more than happy to let you live. Why must everything cute yearn for death? Oh god, okay. Come on. Open up, little lockpick. And we'll just take you all. Oh good, some more drugs. Always handy in a pinch. Or just when you're bored and want to shake up life a little bit. The faces too? Oh god, Generosity. I kind of want to... I really want to see this now. Starcap's Talos says... If I haven't sold them... Wait, did I? No, that was not what I thought it was. Okie dokie, so we're through here now. Well, that was worth it, wasn't it? We got some stuff, and there is a chaotic tail ridge. Oh. But I don't want to kill the cute things. Just the humanoid things, that's all. They're not cute at all. And that's a trick. Okay. Nope, I can't go through that. I really thought I was going to be able to wander through that one. I can still... I figure I probably can sell... Like, there's like a collector or something with them, isn't there? We're almost there. Wish for visitors so bad you will inject bleach in your eyes. Oh, God. Is that what someone actually did to try and get aliens to see them, as they injected bleach into their eyes? I would not be surprised if that was legitimately something that somebody had done. It is crazy what people will do. Oh, that's Bitter Springs. We've managed to wander all the way back there. Where is this stupid coyote trail? Now I'm ready to kill the coyotes. How quickly my desire to be like, I don't want to murder this, turns to a murder lust because I'm slightly inconvenienced. Don't worry, I'll help and protect you. Oh, do you mean that would take effort? Oh, in that case, good luck, everybody else. Where are you, coyote trail? I can see Cazadors. Just Kazing it up back there. I love that you can see New Vegas from here. That is one of my favorite details, is that you just keep being able to see it. We've been here before. I remember this. I remember the mild rage. Because I'm pretty sure we tried to find this last time. It just refused to gosh dang ping for whatever reason. Because I remember those graves. I remember those graves. I remember the graves. I remember lamenting that I couldn't grave rob them. Quickly, Jeff. Quickly. Jump. Go, Jeff. Oh, that's right. We've got to get Veronica Halo. Oh, there's so many things coming together in my mind. When you have the mind of a crazy person and you suddenly hone in onto a detail. There's actual spittle on my face because I was like I was so excited by that. So I hope that didn't come over the microphone, but enjoy that if you guys got some nice free ASMR there of me excitedly spitting into the mic. Probably not a great thing that the idea of grave robbing apparently makes me salivate more, does it? And let's take that. They're all empty. Useless graves. Useless empty graves. Oh. If I could, I'd burn you all down. Pointless graves. Disappointment now. So, imagine if there was a thing, there probably is like some sort of like, you know when like your mouth goes dry and stuff like that, but if that was a more common thing, that a person's reaction to like disappointment and that was that your saliva like retracted itself into your mouth. How disturbing would that be? That would have to be a weird feeling. Like imagine if all the saliva in your mouth in unison at once just retracted back into your mouth. It would be the weirdest feeling, I assume. Okay, I cannot find... I'm just gonna go kill the Cazadors. The auto mod. Don't worry, think of it as teaching the auto mod Corvus. Slowly the auto mod learns. The more you yell at the auto mod, much like a child, the more naughty words the child/auto mod will learn to repeat. It's a good way to interact, right? Okay, well they're dead. I remember them being... Because we went on the little mission for Red Lucy here. You know what? Cap counterfeiting shack. Screw it, let's go find that out. Where a shack should be easy to find. I feel like somehow I'm on a different level of the map. I think that's it over there. Like somehow I have managed to go... You know like when you're on a map and you're just on the wrong level. I'm somehow on the wrong level of it all. That's fine. Let's go up here. I'll give it a course in swearonomics. The poor Onomod is like, I don't understand what these words mean. How do I use them in a sentence? Oh, hey, more Cazadors. Hi there. Come to me, my pretty. Oh, that actually was, that was pretty effective. I love the physics in this game. What's happening to Veronica? Why is Veronica now Mothwoman? Guys, what's... Okay, sweetie. I love you. Please don't turn on me. Let's go into the camp, everyone. That was... You guys saw that, right? That wasn't just me. I see no comments, which makes me think I was hallucinating. That's fine. I don't need sanity. That left me a long time ago. Okay. You ever seen that texture? Oh, good. That was interesting. You saw it? Fantastic. Good, 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 good. Someone else to enjoy. That, or we're suffering from filet à deux, which is probably my favorite psychological thing I've ever heard. If you guys know about it, it basically means madness of two, and there's like some really cool cases. Actually, do you know what? I'm gonna stop talking about it because that would make it for a really neat, interesting fact. But no, it's basically like two people who just end up sharing the same delusion, and they often actually like will end up knowing exactly what the other one does, and they just have this like huge belief thing. It's very, very cool. Ooh. I know that they're counterfeit, but like, screw it, they're mine now. I mean, who will notice? And if someone does notice, well, I guess I'll just murder them, right? Oh, it does say counterfeit bottle cap, so maybe they will keep them separate. Dang. Cazador Wings freaked out and their texture stretched to the skybox. I just liked how perfectly they were placed on Veronica. Like, they were just so perfectly placed on her then. Like, it looked like they were hers. Oh, that would be cool. I would love if you could, like... I'd love if there was... There isn't probably, I imagine, a mod in this game where your character can, like, fly, right? Like, there isn't one where you get wings and you can just fly. Like, that would be absolutely amazing. And probably extremely OP. What was this? Tales of Jerky Town? Is that in AIDS or is that in... Oh, Tales of Junktown. Jerky vendor. Okay. Oh, look, hey, our barter finally went up, everyone. I'm pretty sure the only time our barter has ever gone up is when I've, when I've read it from a book. Because I'm pretty sure I didn't put anything into that. Like, at all. I've actively avoided doing it for fun. Okay. Do we have... Oh, we've got some more stuff to loot. At least we're getting a lot of loot. Though it's not exactly like I'm hurting for caps or anything anymore, is it? I do find it... It's funny how, like, in this game, you just sort of... You start out with almost nothing, and then you just suddenly go kablam, and you have everything you could ever want. And we'll take that as well. The muted tarantula cooks. Yes, I do love that about the Cazadors, that they're just these mutated things. Read the survival guide? Isn't the survival... Read the survival guide. I thought the survival guide was a, Where is the survival guide? Hang on. Was that the wasteland? Yes, there is. Oh, no! Yes, you're right. I totally missed it. I thought you were meaning the other ones that I was like... I thought they were just a thing, but thank you, Dropper. Thank you for pointing that one out. And that's empty. Okay, let's get out of here, guys. Oh, no. Wrong way. Let's go. Okay. Well, that's... Oh, the fires are still... Look, just bits of Cazador wing everywhere. Absolutely brilliant. I love it. That one, its wings are completely destroyed. Brilliant. Coated... Screw you. Fisherman's Pride Shack. Well, let's go to the shack then, everybody. Why not? Just a lovely ping off. Question. Okay. When you guys play this game yourselves, did you find that you went straight from A to B, like just following the main missions, and you kind of had the situation where I have, where lots of things are just unpinged around? Or did you guys sort of like, as you went across the map, explore each location that you were coming across type thing? Because I've obviously done it, like, it's the funny thing about playing a game like this when you're streaming is you end up doing things a lot more focused, like a lot more sort of rushed, in many ways, because like you're going through the story and like everyone's also like excited to get you to places and stuff. So you tend to like go through it a lot more streamlined, I find. But I am very curious if that's actually a thing that like a lot of other people do as well, or if it's just a case of like it's more my experience type thing. We definitely have enough food. We do not need more. I do like the radio playing. We're getting so many random items. Oh my god. Where is that? Dear Lord. I really should have gone through here and everywhere else earlier. Actually, why don't we put the radio on? We'd never put the radio on, do we? I like the radio. Also, and it looks like the cards are also made from Cody's. Yes, I did like that about, I did like that in the Big MT, how we saw how the Night Stalkers and Cazadors and everything were made. That was something I really liked about that, was finding out, like, a lot of how the animals came to be. That was some very neat lore there. Box to max out your stats. Just be sure to level up guns and barter. True, Dropper, true. I heard how Death Claws were mutated. It scares me, but makes me mad too. Is it you don't like Death Claws? I think Death Claws are the best. I love them. Screw you, Coyote Ridge. The Devil's Throat. Yeah, let's go there. You wanted a ton Corvus? Only made a mad dash to Vegas once. Fair. I definitely think because in my Fallout 3 replay that I'm currently doing, that's what I'm doing, is I'm wandering around a lot more than just like making a mad dash to stuff. Look, everyone, our meat has respawned. Hooray! Oh, we didn't take your tag. I'm so sorry, sir. Let me add that to my list of things that I have. And we'll dine and dash here. Oh, it was a turn to the monster feared thing ever. But generosity, they're the best thing about the way. Okay, generosity. What is your favorite animal in New Vegas? And the same to anyone else as well. I know some of you guys have answered that question to me before, but feel free to put it back in there as well. Because it is one of my favorite things to ask people, alongside like that, what is your favorite companion, is what is your favorite animal? Because the Deathclaw is by far mine. I just find them... I find everything about the Deathclaws so adorable. I would like to go out. Thank you very much. They're just so big and rawr, and then you get the little baby Deathclaws, and they're like, rawr. It's even more adorable. And then you get the terrifying big ones, and they're more like, ah, and that's you screaming and running away because they're so goddamn big and hard to kill. They don't go, ah, they just go insta-death. You never hear them. Rex is yeah, he's a good boy. Agreed. And he's the animal companion, so you're like, Rex for both. I like that. Rex can be the answer for both. Enjoy Deathclaws and rare scorpions. Circumvent the question with Rex. I love-hate relationship with the Cazadors. Oh god, okay, down. Your plan, Corvus, was if you could have one as a pet, if I'm not mistaken, was to have the Cazador as yours, because no one would mess with you, correct? And Nick, your favorite is Boone. Your favorite animal is the rat at Sloan. The mole rat. Who is Snuffles the rat, and have I murdered it? I don't want to, but I'm just... Okay, look, to be honest, at this point in the game, since we're so... If you ever see me playing an RPG game, and I get this far into a game, like you're like, oh, she's pretty far in, the best thing you can say is, do you know of this person and have you slaughtered it? Because that's probably a good, like, there's a good chance that it has accidentally had a bit of a murder accident occur to it. Like, you know, sometimes you're in the wasteland and your companions murder something, and sometimes you get like a little bit excited about stuff and you murder things, and no one can really be blamed other than the thing that got murdered. I mean, it was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and who are we to blame the user of the game for that? Yes, that sentence was perfectly logical, and no one will ever debate it. Oh god, I almost jumped into that spit. No, sir, you need to be decapitated. Whoever designed these things has watched too much anime of the adult kind. Look at them. Who is that? Rex, I wanted to be excited. Evolved centaur. Interesting. Oh wow, your blood's worth a fair bit. Not really, but look at them go. I wish my companions had left one of these majestic creatures alive. Look at them. I just want to get close. It's like a nature reserve. But, like, the nature's all been stuffed and mounted already. So, like a hunter's cabin in the woods. It's almost majestic. But not. There goes Rex, murdering. Here I go, murdering again. Did you get everyone? Even the ones near the pile? Oh, hey, something I can eat. Nom, 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 nom. Okay. They were going to be added for, but obviously aren't. Oh, has a higher intelligence than Caesar. Snuffles has a higher intelligence than Caesar. Excellent. The centaurs, generously were going to be added, but weren't. Okay. A special minigun, you say? Oh, hang on. I think I see something in there. No, what is that? What is that? It's a hat! It's a party hat! Give me this. Can that repair my armor, do you think? I'm gonna have a look. Oh, and you had jet on you. Hang on. Hat. I don't even have it on yet. Ah, I take it. Oh, that does look fancy, doesn't it? I'm just picturing, you know those big cakes that women jump out of at birthdays. Or men, you can have either. But I'm just imagining someone's like, they've got that cake, right? And they're looking at their cake. And they're all excited because they're expecting some stripper to jump out. And this comes out with that exact expression, slowly singing happy birthday to you in a really monotone voice, like just unchanging from it. It would just be fantastic. Look at it. Anyway, I should stop being over encumbered now. Veronica, come here, dear. We're gonna have to go to the gun runners soon. Take my stuff, please. Oh, actually, I think I took a thing for that. Gun runners. No, I cannot. I thought I had. Veronica.
Ooh, got something good for me?
Yes. Give me a second, dear. To go the hardest way I could through all of that. You know what? Take that. I'll take it back off you in a moment. And then we can use that. So I'm just going to go to the gun runners real quick, everyone, and sell some stuff so that we have some more free looting space, as it were. Sticky. The sticky hat. Exactly, Nick. Sticky hat. It's the best. The only one here who hunts down death claws just to make them slowly die out. I want to go to step 2 goodbye and go hunting with it. Oh god. If they attack me, medicine's stuck on my shotgun though. I do have the minigun, don't I? Do I not have the mini... Hang on. Oh god, what am I doing? This is why I shouldn't Jeff and talk. I'm just enamored with the party hat at the moment. Okay, let me just grab everything off her. This, right? That is the minigun, yeah? Exit. We will use that on our next murdering of things. I have some gun magazines to read as well, so that's delightful, isn't it? So we can do that. Oh yes, the anti-material rifle. I forgot
Whenever
that
feasible, one should always try to eat the root.
Oh my god! What? Okay. I'm guessing that must be from the new Hannibal show. There you go, Barry. Well done. That got me. I didn't know you added that. I was so confused. I was just sitting here and I was like, oh no, have I left a tab open? Like on my internet browser? And what is about to play? It's me and my internet history, so you never know. I actually... For reasons that make sense, I assure you, I ended up having to look up a video of the worm, as in the dance. And the video I found of a person on how to do it, he was the most dead inside person I have ever seen. And he starts the video and he's basically just like, this is the worm. I really like it. I think it's funny. And then he proceeds to spend the next 5 minutes agonizingly trying to show you the worm whilst you see him just dying on the inside. It's absolutely fabulous. I enjoyed every second of it. And then he ends it by basically going like, don't you tell anyone I ever did this. And then he like does the joking. Like, I'm obviously joking, but you can see he's clearly not joking. And so as you can also see, I've come to tell you all about that. That can go, that can go. I'll keep my mask. I like my mask. That can go. God, I picked up a lot of junk. You guys weren't kidding, were you? 3,000. Okay, we've still got heaps to go. And misc. The Death Cloak is out of stock. It is, Nick. Unfortunately, it's 2 per stream. So we can spread them across, because the concern was, you know, the internet. The internet tends to look at something and go, huh, so you have a plan. How may I nuke that plan? And I figured when I was doing the Jeff Cracker, I was like, oh yeah, I can see they're worth nothing. Nothing. Heal Jeff? Okay, I will heal Jeff up after this. One moment, I'll just sell some more of my junk. 81 pencils! Oh, we're gonna have... My wrist is gonna hurt so badly when I drop all of those. It'll be fantastic. Okay. Accept. And we'll get out of that. Goodbye. Thank you. We are fully healed, but you did ask for some healing, so I will eat some. I will eat. No, the noodles are mine. There you go. Healing done. Okay, so let me do a quick save because I loathe when you lose out on like the like you know when you sell all your loot and you go through and then you have to redo it and you're like, no, please make that stop. All right, so Howard's Farmstead and Brooks Tumbleweed Ranch. Let's do that. That's the top of the map we haven't. Miguel's Pawn Shop. Okay, let's go up there. Nice little ride. This is just a nice journey throughout the Mojave, everybody. Just a nice casual look around. Okay, so speaking of songs, I occasionally will just put YouTube on and let it just, you know how it has like that random song selection and it'll just keep going, and if you let YouTube do its thing long enough, you end up in really weird places. So I was just letting it do that with songs, and so I often end up just hearing a bunch of weird stuff. This one isn't weird. It's actually a song that's in the mainstream right now, but it caught me by surprise, and it's by Lana Del Rey, and it's called Lust for Life. And she says a line in it, and it's basically take off all your clothes, but she says it so absolutely dead inside that when she said it, I was like, I have never been more convinced that someone doesn't want me to take my clothes off. By the end of the song, which, since it's called Lust for Life, I assume it was not meant to make you feel this, all I could imagine was an exceptionally tired sex worker who had just basically gone, I'm so over this, and was just like meeting her clients and was just like, oh yes, good job, you're so big, I've never experienced anything like it. The money now, thank you. And so by the end of me listening to Lust for Life, I was just convinced I was hearing a very, very overworked sex worker who was just done. And I'm like, why is she singing this line like this? I've never heard it. You know how when you hear a song, you know that they're trying to convey something and you're meant to go away feeling something from it. I'm 100% sure I wasn't meant to go away feeling that from that song. It was very odd. And hello, Too Many Daves. How's it going? Get rid of my rads? Okay, I can do that. Oof. You're gonna drop them in a stream for the subs on the Discord. Drop what Corvus in, them in a stream? Do you mean the pencils? I could if you guys really, really want to see me just dropping pencils. Because I don't mind doing that. But yes, so if that's something you guys want, I don't mind doing it. There's a few other things I do need to do as well. I want to see her drop dead and not know why. Oh, I see. I see. Yes, you guys were like, do it. See, this is the thing. It's the angel and devil thing, and I was actually this is really bad. I was looking at that big word rads, and in my head, I was just going, huh? Yeah, rads. I guess I must be near some of them or something. But no, it's that warning sign. This is how you tell I'm just really distracted. There we go. Our rads are okay. So thank you for telling me that. Half of chat is like, finally, she fixed the rads. The other half is like, no, she fixed the rads. Pencils, rockets, and dinkies. Fair enough. Oh god, okay. Come on. Here we go. And we'll take all of this as well. I might do something on like the, I don't know, maybe on the 15th of this month or something. We shall see. Nope, they're empty bottles. I want the caps. Caps, please. Because I actually have that day off work, so I could actually do a stream in the Discord that would work better for everybody else in, you know, the other side of the world. Oh god, I thought that was a mysterious stranger gun for a second. And I was like, am I being attacked by a mysterious stranger? Is this vengeance for your son? No! You have 420 Jeff bucks? Funny internet number. I have funny internet number worth of bucks. Excellent. Oh, a briefcase. Well, that was a bad briefcase, wasn't it? What a trash case. No one wants that. Goodbye. Let's keep going over here. Oh, I was hoping for, like, treasure or something neat. Actually, okay, so... Okay, this is fine. I was so confused. I couldn't see anything, and I was like, what is triggering that? Never mind, let's ignore that I just stared at Rex as that was happening, right? This is fine. This is all good. Okay. What else do we have around here? Did we go in? No, I don't think we did. All right, let's go explore here. Yes, out of curiosity, when you guys were like growing up, was there a toy that you all wanted more than any other toy that you never got? I think that's all locked down. Because I really wanted walkie. Like, I was at the shops the other day when I was actually getting... By accident, I got this, which is a Nerf gun, but for your dog's balls. Not his actual testicles, but like the balls that you throw for them to chase. I really hope they don't make a Nerf gun for dog test. Like, hey, do you want to neuter your dog? Well, now Nerf has a do-it-at-home Nerf kits. Don't worry, it won't hurt children. Just apply it to your dog and blow his balls out of the stratosphere. An easy way to de-sex your dog. Jesus Christ. No, it's for actual tennis balls. But I did see a set of walkie-talkies, and I was reminded of the fact that I always wanted walkie-talkies when I was growing up, but never got them. I know. You're very glad I clarified what balls. Yeah, I know. I was like, they're for your dog's balls. Like, no. How terrifying would that be to find out Nerf actually makes a series of like surgical weapons? Like, surgical weapons, yes. Like, oh yes, now Nerf now making a scalpel.
By your support.
Cumberlord 69. Ah, funny internet number. Thank you so much for the follow. It's very cool of you. But like the Nerf scalpel, just a series of them. It would be absolutely brilliant. I would be totally down for it. Oh, hello. I think our little wandering has taken us over thus. Here we go. Oh, actually, better question than favorite toy. What is the worst thing you think someone could tell you? I've got this. Don't worry, I have a Nerf insert here. Like, oh, it's the doctor. Yes, I've got my Nerf scalpel. What do you think would be one of the worst things that someone could say to you? I've got this, but Nerf is the thing that made it. Taking a dog to the vet clinic is so convenient. But with this new Nerf gun, you can shoot your dog's balls off in the convenience of your own home. Disclaimer, works on people too. But you know, do not look you know how they always have disclaimers like do not look directly down, shoot. There, I don't think there's anything in this house but junk. Oh, that's fine. Come on, I wish you could just burn it to the ground. Like when you found a house like this and you were like, well, that was useless. You could just set it aflame and be done with it and not have to go back there and wonder if it was ever... Oh, beer! Let's go to beer! Yes, that should be fine. We'll go here first. I would hate to hear the pacemaker I'm getting is made by Nerf. Oh my god, could you... Don't worry, we've got the finest... Oh, hello, Mr. Corvus. Yes, your insurance will only cover Nerf-grade pacemaker. So, enjoy that. My Nerf-grade pacemaker. I love how jazzy Jeff looks right now. She just looks like she's down to party. Oh my god, can you imagine the cake you would give her? It would just be like a meat cake. Just layers and layers of meat on a cake. I just imagine, like, you wouldn't even need icing, because if the meat was fresh enough, you could just let the blood drip down in a nice way, and then you could have it congel. Like, it would go brown, which would be a bit gross looking, but, you know, in theory, you're feeding a cannibal. I mean, I don't think Jeff's going to be overly picky, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's going to really phase her too much. I don't think we can go that way. God damn it, I think we went here before. Yes, we definitely went. Oh, another dog tag. Oh, and a stim pack. Well, thank you. Oh, you have a report? Screw it, it's mine now. My report. I'll hand that in to the teacher and get a grade A for it. Stealing other people's reports. What a great field officer I am. Let's keep going. I really want to go around here. I really hope I haven't just taken us into a very silly location. Come on, Jeff. No. Okay, well, this is called aborting the mission and going over here instead and trying from a different angle. If at first you can't just slide in there, just change directions. Eventually you'll get towards your destination. One hopes. Though it looks like I've just found more hills. Damn it. How very impenetrable. I do like just this like nice little music we've got going in the background. Do you think it's worth trying to find this beer brewing area? I feel like it's going to be hiding from us. So it shall be a wee bit difficult for... Oh my gosh, I actually just saw the time. How has it already been an hour? There's no way it's been an hour and a half. I do not feel like I've been prattling on for that long. Dear Lord. Alright, onwards we go. We've barely touched anything. There's so much more game to explore and adventure and people to murder and eat and wonder what flavored frosting cake they would taste best as. Actually, I wonder what that would... Surely, like, if you had... Okay, so it doesn't have to be human meat. It can be any meat. But if you had to put frosting on meat, what do you think would go well? Like... My gut instinct was vanilla, but I think that's just because, you know, vanilla is usually seen as, like, the plain choice. So in theory, it would blend well. But now I'm second-guessing that. Ah, I'm so curious now. Like, even just a slab of pork, if you had to put icing... Why am I talking about weird stuff? Never mind. It's probably more sane stuff than... Yes! Beer brewing place! Beer brewing place! Let's keep going. Let's put our gun away, because we move slightly faster if we do... Woo! Yes! Oh god, Cazadors! Never mind! Gun back, gun back, gun back! Shooting, shooting, shooting. Never ever put your gun away. Just always have it out. Gun safety 101 in the wasteland. Oh god, yes! Get Veronica! Get her! She loves being got. It's her favorite thing. Defense is all her jam. She's always saying to me, golly, Jeff, I wish you threw me in more danger. Light me on fire next time and throw me in. It would help so much. Yes, the body. Mine. What? No, am I not I'm not crouching. There we go. Vanilla would get overpowered, surely. You'd think, wouldn't you? Beef with bubblegum frosting? Barry, that's called a war crime. We don't do those here. It's like, that's where I draw the line. That would be terrifying. Let's take some more. Can I? Oh, it's an average lock. God, it's so weird in Fallout 3 when I can't get through locked doors now because I'm so used to being able to do it here. What I am really looking for, because once, in theory, we'll be finishing, like I said it earlier, we should be finishing New Vegas at the end of December or very early January, I should imagine at the latest. Oh god, okay. So, the next game we will be playing will be Oblivion, so I'm looking forward to the shenanigans that we're going to be going in that. And the differences between it and Fallout mechanic-wise, because their lockpick, I believe you guys told me, is very different as well. Let's take that. What is that? Oh, it's just a gun. Golly, they've like locked every single crate. I don't even want your beer. I want your stim packs if you have any. Oh, okay, never mind. I want this. I want everything you've got here. Thank you very much. Suitcase, suitcase, suitcase. Okay. Oh, hang on. There's more. There's more. There's so much. Strategic and nuclear moose. And God said let them have beer. I love it. I love these people. I'm so... Oh, a key. But like it's cabinet key. Pfft. You mean the cabinet I just like broke into really easily? Okay, sure. Oh, we can sleep. Let's have a nap. Why not, right? Just a quick one. Whilst my companions watch. Wouldn't that suck to be stuck with some psychopath in the wasteland? And like, they're like, okay, I'm gonna take the bed. You guys just go over there. It's fine. Go wherever you like. Oh, we're accepted in that area. But it's in the mountains. I hate the mountains. Chances map. New Vegas Steel. There's so many things I haven't seen. Poseidon gas station? What? South Vegas ruins east. What the hell? I didn't even know there was a South Vegas. That's interesting. And then we've got everything down here as well that I want to explore. Maybe I've overestimated exactly how long we have. That seems to be in the middle of all of it. Let's go. Oh yes, the raiders! We never actually went into Vault 13, did we? Because everyone started attacking us. Now I remember. Because wasn't there a mission or something that you guys said was here and that's why we were avoiding it? I'm so confused. We've probably mucked it up anyway, so I probably should be okay to go into it, shouldn't I? Where is the fix-it? There it is. Let's go. Time to chop through everybody. This is no problemo. It does feel very overpowered, doesn't it? When you can like just slow motion kill every single person in your way. And it's just a trail of gore at that point. Oh, I didn't die and dash. Never mind, that's fine. We can do it later. Hello, guys! And as always, after each kill, you watch me ritually eat them. This is totally fine. No one question. Okay. Let's take that as well. I remember when I first saw the Fiend's headgear. I was so absolutely delighted by it. Let's take this as well. Okay. Is there anyone else that I want to take down? No. Alright. Though, since we are on the topic of food so much, it is funny, I was reading about how apparently we're going to see a rise in prices of snacks across the board. Simply because of all, you know, with the whole COVID thing, supply lines have been so interrupted and the cost has increased by so much.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Hi. I'm carrying Jet, Psycho, and other favors, and I don't deliver to the help.
If you're fucking carrying, just fucking...
Okay.
Motor runners down in the maintenance wing. We have a con coming.
Awesome.
Shoot at her.
Yes, don't shoot everybody. But yeah, basically they're going to rise across the board, and despite the fact that demand for them has actually increased as well. But it's like just the cost of like actually getting ingredients from across the world, which is crazy. But it did lead me to learning about a fun chap, basically, called Spencer Sheehan, who, he's great. He almost single-handedly has actually caused like a revolution in basically lawsuits against food companies, because he's most famous for suing over not using enough vanilla. He has like over 120 lawsuits based purely off companies not using enough vanilla when claiming something is vanilla flavored. Since like 2008, its lawsuits against food companies are up by 1,000%. And mainly just because of him. Like, he does stuff like if a chip company goes, oh, this has a hint of lime in it, he swoops in and he goes, not enough to constitute a hint. Which, like, people are like, oh, this is technically doing great for consumer food rights, but he's getting filthy rich off it, because when he does these cases, he sues for about an average of $5 million. The big companies basically settle with him out of court. He gets 25 to 33% no matter what, and they obviously don't settle for the full for the full 5 million. By the time any money gets to the common person, they get maybe like $5, $10 or $20 max out of these cases. But he's doing them and he's just earning crazy amounts of money simply because he gets to take the 5 to 35%. So he should be having a great time when prices get increased. Dear Lord, come on. I want to get in there. I don't like being stopped. It makes me intrigued. Okay. How long do I trigger a murder rampage? Come on. Gross. It's yeah, and the thing is, it's very effective because like food companies are like, we don't want to fight this guy over. It's not worth the effort. And then he gets to pretend to be a hero because he's championing the people. Can I? No. Ooh, did I open you? Let's take all of it. Excellent. You love this vault? Just increases the cost of food for people. Yeah.
Kimball had it coming. Maybe the NCR.
I'm not. The thing is, I have no idea how much they actually settle for, but it's a substantial amount, obviously, for him. Did I pencil? Oh gosh. Okay, so let's go that out. Oh god, actually this is really funny. So he has a hotline. So you know how like the police have a hotline for crimes? He has a hotline for basically what he calls food crimes. I heard screaming. So if you don't have enough, like if you're like you eat something and you go, I feel like this was not enough salt to constitute salt, you can call his hotline and he will look into it, because occasionally people give him gold apparently. And open that. Is that what I think it is? Is this... No, never mind. It's just a knockoff dino toy. Whoever lives here, their parent doesn't care about them. I take that as well. Wow! Why is this not constituted as stealing? Also, is that man out there waving to me? Oh, he's gone now. Let's open this up. Oh, hello, Faceless. Very spiffing to see you as well. You've recently purchased New Vegas. How are you liking it? Have you started playing it yet? And if so, how are you liking it? And I'd be very interested to see who are you siding with. Exciting news all around indeed. Let's try the terminal again. What a good time to try random terminals, right? Come on, open up. Let's keep blinking. Yes, that's a thing we all do. It's so much fun. Who doesn't love a good blink? None of that worked. Usually we get through it by now, but apparently not today. Sometimes if you just do it enough, it works. Oh gosh, come on. Carrying? Oh, come on, carrying! We're in the vault where they... Yes, tortured! Excellent! Like my existence. No. Logging in admin, enter password. What does it do? Disengage lock. Clearance granted. Excellent. I don't know what you were locked for, but you're disengaged now. Hi. Hello, Fiend. People in cages! I'm gonna free you. This won't end badly for everyone. Exactly how Jeff would act. This is why Jeff isn't allowed at the zoo anymore. Jeff just frees everybody from cages. You're free!
Take down this password. It'll get you into the overseer's area upstairs, I think. Thanks for the help. We'll find our own way out.
The guards are everywhere.
More tough security trials.
What are they doing? They're sneaking everyone. Look, they're sneaking. Hang on. Let's level up. They're sneaking everybody. That's absolutely delightful. That is one of my favorite things ever. Dear Lord. Continue. Oh, we got another perk, everybody, and then we can go back to watching them sneak. That is so wonderful. Fast. Did we unlock anything cool? Ain't like that now. Require level 50. Oh my god, are we at the level cap? Oh wow. Free them into death. You're just using console commands because I'm too impatient to do it properly by all the accounts. Quite fun. I'm glad you're liking it, Faces, though. I like just console command time. If you're not, feel free to ping me if you free them into death. Okay. Sneering imperialist. Ain't like that now is a good perk. Ain't like that now? Your knowledge of robotic components allow you to break them more easily and salvage the mechanical corpses. You have 25% chance to score critical hits when against robot. That seems a little bit... Oh, hang on. I was on the wrong one. Maybe you're bad once, but you ain't like that now. Your karma has been... No! No, that would be so useless to me, though. Like... Okay. The AP 25% faster is cool, and the 20% you're also immune to critical hits. That's really cool. But I've worked hard to get my karma like this. But I've worked hard to get my karma down here. But you are right. The AP and the immune to critical hits is very handy. Oh, I'm torn. I mean, I guess we could see if I can get down to negative karma again. It won't take long. I do really like the rest of that. Thought you died. Just lucky I'm alive. I don't think there's any other ones that are really good, is there, that I would want? Because not getting criticals against me would really help. Alright, it does look like that's probably the best bet, just simply because of that. Okay. I really just don't like critical hits. Requires bad karma. Alright, let's go. Done it is. No? What's the no at, Corvus? Your karma? My karma! But the thing is, I will regenerate that very fast. Every corpse a day makes you more evil. Goodbye, karma. We're good people now. I wonder how much Jesus forgiving had to happen there for me to come back. Look at them go, everybody. Wow, you guys are the sneaky. How strong must their stealth be? I'm just gonna eat their friend. Then we'll see how far they get. Carter's corpse. Oh, Carter, you didn't make it. Do you think they'll make it out of there? Let's go have a look. Look at them go, everybody. As they slowly... They almost are forming a human centipede. Oh, nope. One of them is making a bit of a dash. Who will leave the others behind? Slowly we go up the stairs, everyone. Ah, yes, this is what you all come from. The peak. This is the peak of streaming. Watching the arse end of NPCs as they crouch around and we follow. Oh, we're phasing through. Are we going to all phase through the other side? Oh, yeah, we are. Oh, no, you've lost your friends. Wait for your friends, dear. Uh-oh, Rachel. Rachel, where are your friends? Are your friends dead, Rachel? Veronica and Rex are just like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Oh, no, there they are. We're all in a pile now. Come on, guys. I believe in us. We can all sneak out of here alive. Okay. Oh my god, hang on. Let me have a quick look at the stats. Just... It did, in theory, like... Yeah, because my reputation's just gone. And hello, Solid Grinch, how are you going? And nothing happened in Bitter Springs in the year 2278. Yeah, everything is fine. Not everybody has been murdered. My karma is back. No one will know. Tell us more likely to kill them or rather than get it. Which works against raid. Jeff can prove she can get it all again. That's true. I can do it all again. Look at... Wow, Rex. Way to stop their stealth mission. So Solid Grinch, what we're doing right now is we're watching these guys. Look how sneaky they are. They're trying to escape the fiends. So stealthy. So stealthy. Stealth more! Oh no! Oops. I was just trying to... I was just trying to be like, how's your stealth? That chainsaw was nowhere near her! That chainsaw was nowhere near... Oh. I was like, here. There! That was nowhere near the body. Well. That's fine. I thought that look, nothing... The chainsaw was nowhere near the body. You guys saw that. It was nowhere. There was so much space. What I was planning on doing, right. What I was planning on doing was going near them and just putting the chainsaw and being like, how's that sneaking going on? And then I would laugh and you would all laugh and we'll all be like, haha, silly game mechanics because loud chainsaw and sneaking. But instead they decided to walk into my chainsaw and that can't be helped. Anyway, nothing happened in Vault 3 in year 2281. When we let you know your actions have consequences. Well, this is the thing, Faceless. This is the thing, Faceless. I don't have to have... We just learned that my karma can be reset. So technically, my actions can be unconsequenced if we try hard enough. Well, that was nice, wasn't it? I've reunited with them, with their friend. Well, here we go. Hey guys, we had a whole 3 seconds of good karma. I think it... Disengage lock. I don't know what lock I'm disengaging. I'm just disengaging all the locks. Oh. There you go. We're still neutral, everybody. Yay! It only really matters if you kill somebody important. Otherwise, no one cares. Remember that for all your future murders in-game. In games. When killing things, kill... I like how these guys are just really nonchalant. I don't even know where I'm going in this vault. I'm just having fun, you know. That is not the word that I should use there. Are you dead? Huh. Like, okay. Thanks for the food. Wait. Can I? Yes! Oh my god. Okay. Exactly like Jeffrey Dahmer. Sleeping next to a corpse. Oh, that's messed up. I just couldn't resist when I realized it would let me do it. Going through here now. Why are you all dead? What's been happening down here? Was it the people that I murdered? Did they kill you? If so, then I've gotten revenge for you. Oh, wait, Jeff. I was in a funny accident, but with a combat knife. Do you mind if I share? Not at all, Solid Grinch. Share away. I would love to hear about that. I love in the game when you try to do something and you just screw it up and it's like, oh no, what have I done? Oh, a terminal. Daniel Ratia, headmaster. Okay, what a boring terminal. Let's go through here.
Evening.
Hi. How friendly they are. Look, that was so... Hi, you are so friendly. Thank you so much. I like the fiends. They're being quite nice. I'm going to put a rebreather on because that seems like a smart choice here. I can have a rebreather and a hat. Just swimming through their vault. So I visited Caesar and his fort, decided that I'd give him a nice haircut and accidentally stabbed him 45 times. Oh no! It just kept happening. I just kept missing his hairline. I was just taking a bit off the top and then kept going and going and going until all the top was taken. We ate Caesar. He was delicious. Then we puppeted his body around. It was a grand show for everyone. Who doesn't like a good Caesar puppet? Oh, come on. Open up. There we are. What's in here? More water and a toolbox. Oh my gosh, the excitement, everyone. This is, you know, lovely. A floating teddy bear. I bet tonight or today, depending on your time zone, you all were like, you know what I'd love to see? And it was there in your mind. You were like, I would love to see a floating teddy bear in water today. And I'm so pleased to be able to say, look, I've given you it. It's right here. Just there, floating. You can see because it's above the pillow. Proof. You know, I love to bring you guys exactly what you crave. The imagery you just... Why can we go into here? This room makes me angry because there is nothing in here and I had to pick the lock. This room angers me. I am displeased. Parents weren't too happy. Had to kill your way through the camp. Trying to remove a malignant tumor, but I accidentally gave him a lobotomy. And then I sort of ate that part of the brain. I hope you guys don't mind. I love how, like, straight after you accidentally lobotomize Caesar, they're just like, okay, well, I guess I'll just leave you here with our lord's, like, you know, basically our master's dead body. This is fine. We won't do anything here. You, the stranger, surely won't desecrate it. Goodbye. And it's like, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Okay, so... Oh, no, it's a globe. I thought it was something more fascinating. I was like, oh no, I might be oddly charmed in a moment, but I was not, in fact, oddly charmed in a moment. Activating the terminal. Ooh, system offline. I like that I'm just probably turning off all of their defenses casually. No idea what I'm doing, just Mr. Magooing my way around. Dude, you had so many drugs here. They're mine now, but thank you. Any accident resulting in Caesar's death is a good death. Agreed. We have ended up, unfortunately, siding Oh, I have to pickpocket you. With Caesar, but that was so that we could eat Caesar, because we wanted the perk where you eat everybody, and we have achieved that, which is brilliant. It's going to honestly be so weird when I do play this game not as a cannibal. I don't think I'll know what to do. Okay. You again for agreeing. I take charge with our external relations. I'm sure this will represent us and increase. Well, let me know if any of this can be of assistance. Dear Lincoln, thank you for your endorsement at the town hall meeting last night. You were so well respected by the residents that I am sure it will greatly increase any chance of following you to the big chair. Since Michelle started making plans and gathering people for her external association committee, the isolationists have been gathering flowers, as you all know. I think having me follow you as an overseer will serve you to their efforts. Okay. Let's head back upstairs then, everyone. Easy Pete? Do I know Easy Pete? I feel like I know the name, but Easy Pete feels like the kind of name that turns up a lot. Do you know what I mean? It's like one of those names. Shoot. Now I've got to figure out how the heck to get out of this bunker. This is totally fine. I'm not lost at all. It's all good. This will more water. More water, everybody. Just more and more. And that fiend was coming down there. Did I surely didn't. No, because that water went to nowhere, didn't it? Excellent. And now we get to the being lost portion of the evening. I was waiting for that. I was like, hey, we almost didn't get lost an entire stream. Brilliant. The guy with the dynamite. Oh, yes! In the first place, that guy? I love him. He's great. He was excellent. He was just a spot of fun. I guess I'll take your magazines. And at least we found a gun cabinet, so that's neato. We'll take all of that. And we'll take all of that. I love how I'm just taking all of this stuff, and I, like, so totally don't need it at this point.
Maybe the NCR will learn to stay the fuck out of other people's business.
Okay. I accidentally murdered him and I attacked Keybound for bug fixing reasons, and I put a 25 mil grenade in his lap. And he was definitely gone after that. Hi, you guys are just having a nice friendly chat, are you? Oh my god, come on, Jeff. Nope, we went through there. This is... How do I get myself into these situations where I just get completely baffled? It confuses even myself, because we went through both of those ways, didn't we? That's not up. And if we go down, both of those... Oh, good lord. That's perfectly fine. This is fine. Hello, ma'am. Let's keep going. Let's... Because I didn't think I swam through something entirely. I thought both of them ended up being just locked rooms. Yeah. Huh. Alright, thanks, Vault 3. It is a vault. If you don't get lost in a vault, are you really vaulting? That is the major question, isn't it? Let's go back up. So, let me have a look at our actual mini-map then and see what exactly I'm doing here. So, local map, let's open you up. That sort of... I should be able to go that way. Right, am I missing a door? Hang on. So you accidentally murdered all of Good Springs for good measure. Ah, here we are. Yes. I have been missing... Yes, I thought... I was like, I must be missing some way around. Excellent. Okay. Vaults are purposely maze-like? Yeah. I like the idea. It's you never know when you're going to get completely lost. Wow, this place is completely maxed up. You don't like fiends? They're being very nice to me. To be fair, almost everyone hates me, Solid Grinch, because the NCR are against us and everything. So unfortunately, I don't have too many options for who likes me in this game. So if someone's like, oh, I like you, I'm just at this point like, yay, someone likes me. Because I'm not having to... Oh god, I think I just blew up anyway. That's fine. Let's go, guys. They smell bad and taste awful. Then I punched Bourne out of his dino to be different and not like the other girl. You punched Boone out of the dino to be different. Veronica. Wow, she gave absolutely no damns, did she? She didn't even flinch. We, so Solid Grinch, Veronica is our companion. As you might know, she gets upset if you explode the boss space. But if you stealth kill every single person in the boss space, she's totally fine with it. It's amazing. Hey, Bryce.
How did you get in here?
Magic.
Who the hell are you?
What can you tell me about this place?
What are you looking to find out?
Why aren't you attacking me?
Tell me why I should tell you anything. I don't know you.
I'm an independent contractor with the NCR.
Oh. my
What an
apologies.
easy lie. That was only
It seemed like
25.
Colonel
Jesus.
sent you to exterminate Motor Run, the leader of the Fiends.
Colonel HCSU sent me here to find you.
He sent you. Why?
Because you're clearly late. The Colonel was concerned you missed your check-in.
You can go back to Old Shoe and tell him that the mission will be completed. I just
Will
need
it?
a couple more days.
Will it, sir? What's the hold up, if you don't mind my asking?
What's it look like? I caught one in the leg. I killed a dozen of those degenerates sneaking my way in, but one got a drop on me. I holed up here after I killed that one. They're too stupid to unlock the door, so I knew they'd figure whoever
With
attacked
power
had
armor,
just
yep.
taken off. I just need a day or two.
It's
then I'll
you.
take out Motor Runner myself. I even got his key to the maintenance wing. Situation's under control.
I'm afraid your leg looks and smells like it's on the verge of infection.
God damn it.
Remove it and feed it to
No.
Jeff.
Was just hoping.
I'm
that
sure the infection just makes it
trained
extra
as a
spicy.
doctor. Can you fix my leg?
You make it tiny. Yeah, I have a doctor's bag right here. It should be enough to get you on your feet.
What are you waiting for?
Alright, well, you go off and do your thing. Go enjoy fight. You're going to find out that everyone you know is pretty much dead, sir. This should be fun. Would you like some psychological trauma with that freedom? Because you're going to get it.
Thanks for the assistance.
You're not mad at me. This is adorable. I could use your help taking care of Motor Runner.
Okay, I'll follow you down to Motor Runner. Here, take the key to the maintenance wing.
This is adorable. You don't know you're supposed to be mad, do you? How cute. It's nice when your victim willingly comes along with you. Like, not even asking a trust. It wasn't trust. That would have been hilarious if that was trust. Like, sure, I'll come into the dark dungeon. No questions asked. It's like, really? No, you don't want to ask any questions here at all? You're just happy to have fun? Let's go music. Breaking the rules. Wow. Quiet? No. Damn, I'm managing to miss every single one, and it's easy. Okay. Let him. I want it. Yes, Storm. I want him to live. I want him to go out and see. Jeff, you'll get infected by leg disease. But Faceless, we're thinking that by this time Jeff is so. Yes. Jeff has eaten so many things that Jeff's basically impossible to kill, like an iron stomach. Open access panel. Opening access panel. Cool. Don't know what. Oh! Nito! Hi. Where's our friend? Hello. Let's do a quick save because I want him to live. I want him to go out into the wilderness and like just enjoy seeing what happens. Yep. Barry is 100% correct. I will not hack at all. See, this is the thing, Corvus. I actually liked playing the game. I liked trying to reason and sound the game out, but everyone would always get mad and start screaming, "Do you know how to play the hacking game?" So I've compromised by making it that nobody gets the hacking game. So we won't cheat by doing it, and we won't play it properly. Instead, we only do guesswork now. Oh, time to murder everything, I guess. Is that supposed to happen on the quest? Hang on. Don't make the bait. Hang on, don't kill him. Oh, did you guys actually already kill him? Hang on. Oh god, I think they actually already killed him. Oh no, he's just on fire. We can still save this. Okay. Wowzers, he goes on fire a lot, doesn't he? Oh no! Oh shoot, hang on, I chainsawed him to death. Let's try that one again. Okay. No, all good, Corvus. It just became a point of basically being like, this is easier if we just do it this way. That way it's a compromise. I like compromises. Why did you attack them, sir? Does anyone know what his quest specifically is? Because I was hoping... Acquire the chem shipment from Tyrone in Prim. No? None of these are actually their thing. So what do you want, sir? Tell me. Because they don't seem to be attacking. He's deep in the vault. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where he is. I was hoping I had a quest or something that would tell me where to find him. Because he went on a rampage just then, and I wasn't sure why. I guess I'm gonna have to murder everybody in the vault now, aren't I? Like, not the worst thing in the world. He's probably dying. Let me just take... No. Oh god, I should probably go help him, shouldn't I? They are. Okay, hang on. Alright, everyone stop! Stop your fighting! Come here! Come here, we're going to cheese it. It's time for some cheese, everybody. Where is our lovely little toy? Come here. I always go past it, which is stupid because I use it so much. There we are. Right. Bryce! Are you asking for death? Are you actually going to make me have to... What the heck? That was odd. I like how we're still friends. Like, the fiends are not hostile to me. That's an interesting... Oh, good lord, Bryce. Bryce, can I heal you? Hang on. Bryce, come here. Bryce! Bryce, can I heal you?
Thanks for the assistance, Doc.
No. That's it for now. Oh, he's gonna be impossible to keep alive, isn't he? Because I don't even know where in the vault we're specifically taking our dear old friend Bryce, but I figure down or something. Nope, this is a kitchen. Bryce, eat some food. I find it heals. Are you gonna... Do you heal over time? You probably don't, do you? Oh, good lord. Okay, Bryce! You're on fire again. Have you, Bryce? Do you want to...
Thanks for the assistance.
I wish I could stim pack him. Damn it. They're fighting. Okay, we're gonna have to be very, very careful with Bryce, aren't we? Come on. Open up the lock. Because I would like him to live and just witness the devastation that has occurred to, like, all of the NCR, who I'm pretty sure I've, like, ruined them as a company. Do you guys know if it's up or down in the vault that we're looking for this leader guy? We haven't actually been that way by the looks of it, because that's still looking unexplored, so we can go down this way. Come on, Bryce. You're gonna make me use all my DRX, aren't ya? The maintenance wing. Was it... Did he say something about... No. Everyone stop. Everyone stop and line up politely to be murdered, please. I need you to very carefully just... Yes, Bryce, don't get in the way of the chainsaw. Chainsaw, scary. Teeth go brrr, brrr. Ah, scary. Bryce goes splat if come near. You stay there, Bryce. This looks like a direction, doesn't it? Oh, good lord. Okay, yes, shoot at Veronica, not Bryce. Shoot at the one who can live. Okay. I'm not even getting the corpses. Oh no, I'm not even getting the corpse. Oh no. Conflicted between cannibalism and the mission. Why are they all walking by me? Am I not scary enough for you? Oh, good lord. Okay. No. Bryce, I told you about chainsaws! Don't go near chainsaws, Bryce! You absolute fool!
Thanks for the assistance taking out Motor Runner. I'll be heading back to McCarran. I'll put in a good word.
One of them was Motor Runner? Probably the guy with the chainsaw, hey. Well, mission successful, everybody. Yay us. I'm just gonna count off stream. I like that somehow that still kept us to be friends with the fiends. Like that wasn't a thing that mattered to them that much. That's great. That is absolutely perfect. You couldn't ask for anything better, could you? Ran through the back with the chainsaw. Like, this is so funny. So many of the big bosses, or like the legendary creatures, I've completely missed as I'm trying to find them because they just didn't stand out enough. And so like, here's me looking for them and my companions just casually kill them. Hey, Donnie. Hey, Mari. Oh, a really bad skull thrown. Oh. I'm going to pretend that I didn't just murder your master. I'm not going to look directly at chat, which is probably telling me something sad about what's happening to you now. So I'm going to leave and pretend you had a happy life. La 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 la. Out we go of the vault, everybody. I did fail a conquest. Well, you can't win them all. You can't win them all. That's okay, I guess. Like, how bad a conquest did I fail then? Because I guess I could have also just sent him home, couldn't I? Time to think, I think, on that one. Alright, well, it is about the time that I do call my streams anyway. That was a fun point to end it on. I can't believe our calm is down. Let's just have a quick look before I get out at our actual stats. Out of pure curiosity. We're still neutral, obviously, because we weren't apparently killing... Were we even getting negative karma for killing our allies then? 660 corpses eaten, everybody. Fantastic. We are certainly getting there. They have deep lore where they become the rule of the Doglands. Really, Faceless? That's cool. Avatar honeymoon isn't that important. Not that important? Okay. Well, I have enjoyed having that radio there. I'm going to have to remember to have that radio on far more often, I think, as we're coming to a close with it. But anyway, thank you all so much for jumping in and chatting and helping out there and providing lore where lore needed, as Taliesin accidentally kills everything that's meant to give her lore. And also thank you so much to the people who lurk as well. Always fantastic. And also to the people who do watch the VODs, very appreciative of that. But yeah, so that was quite fun. Well, obviously we'll get back into the I will probably start Lonesome Road next weekend. On the Saturday night stream. So I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. It's Sunday where I am now. The weekends are where we do the open world one, which is currently New Vegas. The next one will be Oblivion, which will probably be started in January. And then we're going to continue Metro on Tuesday. So we'll be continuing our Metro run, which also had cannibalism recently, which was a fantastic surprise. I actually didn't think that was going to happen in it, which was absolutely wonderful. But yeah, I really liked just wandering around tonight, just seeing some weird things. The time, honestly, I think this is one of the, it's so weird. I thought that just wandering around, it would feel like time would drag on a little bit because there wasn't a direction, but it actually really flew by. If I didn't have work tomorrow, I'd probably keep going with the stream, to be honest. But yes, I do like the cons. That was great. Anyway, thank you all once again, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of the time zone, wherever you are. I'll see you next time. Bye.